What's up, guys? Continuing our coverage of SHOT Show 2017. We love stopping by the ASG booth because they've always got something interesting and innovative going on. The guys really know how to mix things up. We've been waiting for this announcement for a year now, ever since they announced it last year. This is the final production model, obviously as a cutaway of the release of the Scorpion Evo 3 Inferno HPA powered airsoft gun. This bad boy functions just like their AEG counterpart, but powered by HPA. Now, in order to do that, they had to make a couple considerations and design changes. First, they completely redesigned the trigger board from the AEG version to allow for an optimized performance with a HPA, giving you an adjustable burst setting as well as control over the Inferno HPA system. The battery compartment is still the same, but they've also, allowed for a smaller battery because the Inferno is so battery efficient. The airline, as you can see, runs from the pistol grip itself, and the magazine is a high-capacity magazine that comes with it right out of the box. Now, in order to optimize the performance out of an HPA system, because you're using a slightly different air system, some of the hop-up components need to be adjusted or modified. They've changed the hop-up bucking, really maximizing the performance of the collaboration between Wolverine and ASG with the Scorpion Evo 3. The 3A1 is going to be awesome. It's set for release later this year. About March is what they're aiming for, with a suggested retail price of about $530, which may sound steep, but if you're thinking about putting together your own HPA system, it probably won't function as well as this will right out of the box without fine-tuning, and it'll cost you a lot more. So super exciting. Two additional releases coming out this year are the, excuse me guys, can I scoop past you? Thank you. Two exciting releases are the Scorpion Evo S or A1 Carbine and the Evo 3 BET Carbine. This was originally titled the S1. They're being renamed the A1. What's really cool is all of the functionality that you had with the original Scorpion Evo 3 is retained with a different front end attached. They've given you two different options, really based around your preference of style. Both are M-LOK compatible, giving you the availability of accessory attachment far greater than you would have had with the original Evo 3. The battery compartment's still the same. The takedown is going to be a little interesting. To gain access to the battery compartment, you're simply going to unscrew the front outer barrel, which comes with, by the way, a very slick-looking CZ muzzle device. So once you've unthreaded that, simply remove the outer barrel like so, hold on to the charging handle and pull the whole unit off as one piece, connect your battery, reattach the front end of the unit like so, and simply retighten the outer barrel. The threading of the outer barrel is what holds the front handguard in tension, making sure that the whole thing doesn't slip off or fall off on you on the airsoft field. In addition to looking extremely cool, these bad boys perform very, very well. The increased barrel length really aids with accuracy. If the Scorpion Evo 3 wasn't accurate enough already, it's just gotten more impressive. So those should be coming out also later this year. They have been talking about potentially using the Inferno engine in these as well. They're doing some testing now, so I can't release any information about when those will be available, but look forward. If you really were excited about the HPA system with the original Scorpion Evo 3, the carbine lengths will be available, and guaranteed those are going to be even more amazing. Now, if we do a 180 back over here, these were released in 2016. I was super excited to get my very own CZ 805 Bren. They come in two different lengths, the A2 short barrel length and the A1 longer carbine barrel length. These bad boys are awesome. It breaks away from the traditional M4, M16 styling. And here in America, we have the magazine attachment of the M4, M16 Magwell. That way you can still use all of your existing mags if you currently use an M4. They are releasing the CZ-specific Magwell later on this year here in the U.S., hopefully later on this year. I'm not going to paint Bob and the guys at ASG into a corner. That will be released. I just don't know if it's being released this year. If you're in Europe, this is already available only with the CZ Magwell. So just something to be aware of. Sorry guys in Europe if you were hoping to use the M4, M16. That may be coming your way very soon. Again, can't promise anything. It's also available in 2 different colors. An awesome gray and black version. It looks really slick. I was excited to get my hands on this. Or if you follow Airsoft Obsessed Dave, there's the tan and black version as well. Both feature folding and adjustable stocks, a full-length top rail with flip-up front and rear sights, an ambidextrous charging handle that gives you access to your hop-up compartment, ambidextrous controls like the fire selector switch and the mag release buttons, as well as plenty of rail space for the attachment of accessories. You really should check one of these out. They break away from the norm, but they perform extremely well because, as you know, ASG puts tons of effort and thought into every design feature while still maintaining a very, very accurate replication of the real firearm counterpart. Continuing on, they're also releasing 2 additions to the Dan Wesson line. You'll be familiar with the Dan Wesson 715 series. 715 came in originally at about 450 FPS. They released a CQB-friendly version of the same length that shot about 330. The 2 new additions this year are the 4-inch and the 2.5-inch, with the 2.5-inch shooting about 350 for indoor play, optimized, and of course the 4-inch shooting about 430. So really cool additions, especially if you love the revolvers. Definitely awesome. Now, 2 more exciting releases to existing platforms they offer. The SPO1, of which I have a personal black SPO1, although had this color come out previously, I probably would have picked this up because it looks so dang good. The SPO1 and the P09 are both in testing. They're really trying to gauge people's reactions to this color. So potentially a release of the urban gray color coming very, very soon. I think it looks awesome, and they're going to perform extremely well. And finally, if we could say hi to our good friend Harrison here, who looks amazing and has joined the team, doing a fantastic job supporting the other guys here at ASG. Thanks for showing us some cool stuff.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure.
He was trying to avoid the camera because he knew I was going to embarrass him. But
thank you, man. It's always a pleasure, and you're always looking handsome as always.
All right, get out of here. Anyway, keep tuning in to the rest of our live updates here from SHOT Show. We're getting them out to you as fast as we can where we have internet. So keep following our videos today, and we'll check back in with you guys shortly.